If you have the travel bug like I do, you're always on the hunt to discover new destinations to add to your bucket list. Well, our travel guru, Sarah Danda, she is literally just back in the U.S. from a long trip to Asia, and she says we should really add like the Mekong region to our bucket list. Good to see you.
Thanks so much for having me back. It is great to be back, but wow, what a trip of a lifetime, I have to say.
Well, kind of walk us through what you experienced and what you're recommending now that you've had this long trip.
Yeah, so what a lot of people might not realize, you've got the Mekong River region, which kind of runs through Asia and into Southeast Asia, and it includes 6 different countries. So you've got Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, China, Myanmar, and Thailand, and it runs over 3,000 miles in length and through all of these different countries. And a lot of people can explore it by doing a river cruise. You can kind of country hop, but it's a beautiful way to kind of take an area that's relative. I mean, it depends on where you're going, but you don't have to necessarily have such long flights, and you can explore so much rich culture and history. And it should absolutely be on people's bucket list if they're wanting to explore Asia.
Well, for such a culturally rich and diverse area, what should people expect when they're exploring Asia?
Okay, so you've really got a mix of different things. So if you like sort of a big city vibe with a lot of great street food, you've got places like Hanoi, Vietnam, which is fantastic. Bangkok, they've got temples, and it's really this fun, bustling city life. For those that haven't been to Hanoi, Vietnam, it's like the home to scooters. There are more scooters than there are people. They told me that. I didn't really understand it until I got out in the streets, and I was like, oh, I get it now. But again, it's so rich in culture and so lovely. They've got kids on the street that are willing to come up to you and practice English, which is really exciting. And then you've got wonderful places like Laos or even Myanmar, where they've got these rich, beautiful temples, river excursions. So a lot of different ways that you can explore it. And then even if you wanted to get a taste of China, they've got a 72-hour visa-free travel program. So a lot of ways to get a taste of the Asian culture by stepping into a couple of countries.
Well, Sarah, since you had such a big trip there and all of these experiences you're probably still sorting through and processing, what was a highlight or what were highlights for you?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, hands down, Angkor Wat in Cambodia. I didn't necessarily know how I would feel about it, and for those that might not be aware, I mean, it's definitely a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's been around since the 1100s. It's beautiful old temple. They've also filmed scenes from Tomb Raider there, so if somebody's looking for something really unique, wonderful, and the people were so warm and welcoming. But then another place that was very surprising to me is in Laos, and it's Luang Prabang. I know, say that 5 times quickly. And that little city is also a World Heritage Site, and it's right there on the Mekong River region. So if you're doing any of these river cruises, you'll be going through there. They've got monks walking around. They've got their alms-giving ceremony, really great sticky rice. So again, you get, with all of these different cities, there's just a little bit of a different pace and cadence. But I think at the end of the day, just everyone was so warm and welcoming, and that's the biggest takeaway for me.
Well, it all sounds very exciting and enlightening. Thank you, Sarah, as always.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back with more local lifestyles right after this. Stay with us.